Hello. Hi, this is Christine Crowell, and welcome to the channel of the CEO Woman Entrepreneur. And today I really want to talk about something that is very important. And I'll start with this. This is a good question for you. Care providers, are you constantly chasing approval? Because really you need to stop chasing approval, and this is really downgrading your self-worth. And this is tailored to business owners and management as well. So imagine, are you constantly seeking approval from your team, your clients, or even your competitors? It's time to shift the narrative. So in today's video, I'll show you how to embrace self-worth and lead your care business with confidence and purpose. Do you know your purpose, or is this purpose imprisoning you? So why chasing approval is harmful to your business? Now imagine you've got your manager who's overwhelmed. They're checking their emails, they're looking stressed during meetings. However, chasing approvals leads to burnout and indecision. So maybe your manager is feeling burnt out and is being indecisive because they are overwhelmed. Care providers, as part of, if you're registered with the Care Quality Commission, or whether you're not registered with a governing body, whereabouts you are in the world, it's important that you check in on your managers. Those that are doing the day-to-day management need support as well. So maybe they're chasing approvals, which leads to burnout and indecision. It impacts on leadership, perception, and also team morale. I know that the care industry thrives on compassion, but leaders must find balance to avoid losing their identity. Do you feel lost? Do you know that your business that you set out to do, is it really the business that you dreamed of, or has it become something else that you don't even recognize right now? And that you're feeling lost and you're overwhelmed as well as the owner, as the business owner. Are you sleeping at night? Are you struggling? Are you feeling frustrated? Are you constantly checking your emails as well? These are signs as well that you need to look out for. Stop chasing approvals, because you become the mirror for others to see, and the expectation is what they're seeing from you. So losing sight of your own values and vision causes them to also lose sight, and it becomes a vicious circle where everyone is feeling tired and exhausted. And that's not the business that you set out to do. I can imagine that that's the case, isn't it? So before I continue, please do like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Share this with someone who you feel that will benefit. And the reason why I'm asking you to subscribe is that this helps the YouTube algorithm to understand that the content is valuable and that it will help many care providers like yourselves. So the second section that I'd like to talk to you about is understanding self-worth. Now, you may be interacting confidently as a leader and your team, but the visuals is that your manager, is that you want them to be speaking calmly and decisively, right? But what are they really speaking like? Have you observed your manager's conversations, your manager's eye contact with their team members? Is there sort of eye rolling, eye boiling as they call it? Or are they pushy? Are they aggressive to the team members? Are the team members pushing back? Are they also becoming pushy where they go, no, I'm not doing that. Find someone else to do it. I'm not doing it. Why is that? We need to go to the root cause, and let's start at the bottom and work the way up the ladder to see where this problem is stemming from. So, know your self-worth. Look at whether you're recognizing the unique leadership style and the impact that you're having. Is it positive or is it a negative impact? Look, I'm not saying that I am perfect at this, because we are human beings and we make mistakes, and sometimes we do feel low. We cannot be at high level constantly all the time. That's why it's always good to have a person or a leader who is of high level, and when they're having a bad day, they're going to be like their average, where they're not going to go below par, for example. So it's okay, like I said, to make mistakes, because it is part of growth. So your self-worth is not tied to other people's opinions. In care management, it's about trusting your expertise and owning your decisions and focusing on the impact that you're creating. So I'm going to go through some practical steps here to help you with this, to help you build self-worth, because it is important. So as a care business owner, you need to be journaling and attending leadership workshops, for example, or leading a successful team. There's some points here. You want to set clear boundaries. Learn to say no and delegate effectively. Otherwise, they're going to put the information and the workload on your shoulders. And that's not how it's meant to be. If you're paying a manager and a supervisor, then they got to sort that out between themselves, not involve you as the owner in this, because you got enough to deal with. Yes, of course, when things are really bad, then yes, you jump in and offer support. That's why you have your weekly meetings, for example. But not be involved in the day-to-day running. You should be like the hawk who is observing from high and looking down, and then troubleshooting when necessary and going back up quickly, because you don't want to stay down there with everyone else for too long. Otherwise, you're not going to get a proper bird's eye view of your business, for example. So set clear boundaries. Learn to say no and delegate to the team effectively. Say, hey, this is something which I believe you'll be great at. So let's see how you get on. Let me know how you get on in the meeting, for example. Another one, celebrate the small wins. Reflect on the daily accomplishments, no matter how small or big. You need to invest in yourself. Courses, find a mentor, a coach, like myself, for example, or join a leadership group, which we have in our membership as well. You want to look at fostering authentic relationships. Build connections based on mutual respect, not validation. So think about self-worth. Your self-worth is built by consistent actions. It's about doing the work internally so you can lead externally with confidence. That's why I get up at 4:45 in the morning, because I pour into myself. I get to know who I am. I get to know if I'm feeling good today or if I'm feeling a bit off. Why is that? And I can turn it around before I have my meetings with my team members, because we're all human. There's all things that happen in our lives that is out of our control. However, we can control from within how we react. So it's important to do meditation, prayer, exercise, go for long walks, get it out your system, go and walk with yourself, be quiet. Solitude is the best medicine you can give yourself, because you can talk to yourself about the things that are on your mind and that's bothering you. Yeah, it's okay to talk to yourself. It's not a sign that, something is wrong. It's a good sign. And write it down. What is it that's worrying you? Write it down. And then write, how can I cope with that? How can I handle that situation that's been bugging me? How would my future self deal with this? Try and do practices like this. By you going by yourself, that, like I said, that's why I get up at 4:45 in the morning. I do my exercise, then I meditate, I pray, then I do some journaling, and I sit and think with myself. Even when I go for a walk for an hour and a half, I am constantly talking, thinking about how grateful I am, of course, to be alive and to be able to walk and see things. But at the same time, I'm also getting things out of my system, things that have been bothering me. I get to tackle it head on and then direct it into a positive. What opportunity, what is this showing me right now? What can I learn from this? These are things that CEOs need to do daily, because things will hit you on a regular basis. But if you don't understand your self-worth and put consistent action in, how are you going to be able to do the work externally with confidence? The next thing you need to think about is building relationships with your management team. Yes, it's important. Now, team building exercises, activities, open conversations between you, the manager, and your staff members. Some of the key points is that leaders should inspire, not seek validation from their team. Open communication strengthens trust. Teach empowerment to your managers to adopt a culture of mutual respect of self-worth. Let your manager become self-empowered. Not be running to you every minute. Oh, this person's done that. Oh, they've done this. Oh, I've sent an email. Oh, this went wrong. You don't want to hear a day, a blow by blow. Why would you want to have a blow by blow of things that have gone wrong when they haven't solved the problem? Let them solve that problem. And then when you have a team meeting, then they'll say, yes, I had a problem with this, but this is the outcome from it. It's all good now. I handled that well. Or maybe you didn't handle it so well. So then you can talk about it, and then you can say, okay, let's work on this. Well, maybe try this, and let me know how you get on with it. And then pass it back to the manager. Don't you take over. Pass it back. Okay? That's called delegation. You're not there to micromanage either. So Like I said, stop chasing for approval. You want to empower your management team to step up and lead. Not just for you, but for themselves and for the team. So I want you to be smiling. I want you to have a smile on your face. I want you to be standing confidently in your own office. And remember, you are enough, and your self-worth is your foundation of your leadership. If you found this video helpful, please do like and share. And you can even discuss it with your team. And don't forget to subscribe, because you'll get more tips on leading your care business with confidence. Because we've got a lot of leadership that we need to deal with now, especially with the changes that are happening. So we want to be able to overcome crises and challenges before we get hit by them. So this is my invitation for you to join our coaching program or our business recovery bootcamp for more in-depth support. This starts this month, and I'd love for you to be a part of it, because we've got people joining up already. So I'd love for you to be a part of it. The link will be here for you to book a free 15-minute to talk about our program. And let me know if you need any other assistance or any questions that you have. Just put it here in the comments and I will gladly answer them for you. Have a wonderful, blessed day, and know your self-worth. You have a purpose, but you don't want to be imprisoned by your purpose. You want to be free. So thank you for joining me today. I look forward to speaking with you soon, and I will see you on the internet. Thank you. Take care. Bye.